Live from the Injured on the Go Just Call Mo studio.
It's a blast!
It's Orlando's own Tom and Dan.
Welcome back to A Corporate Time. We've got the HollerBach 3 in studio.
Hey,
Chef
what's going
Pat,
on, guys?
Greg,
What's up,
and
fellas?
Eric are here. How you guys doing?
Hey, good.
Oh my God, we scared Greg.
I'm sorry. I should not have come.
Sorry, Greg. We won't make fun of you today. We promise.
Then I'm gonna leave.
He only came to get bullied.
Hey, this is a safe space, man. I got safety pins all over this joint.
So, Chef Pat, let's. I was looking on HollerBach social media, and I saw a Black Forest cheesecake or cherry cake. Is it Black Forest cherry cake?
The Black Forest cake, the Schwarzwälder Kirschtorte.
There
okay,
it
okay.
is. That's how you say it.
So Black Forest cherry cake, yeah, that's exactly what it translates out to. That's on our menu all the time. That's our number one selling cake, I think. It's chocolate cake with kirsch-soaked cherries and fresh whipped cream. Very simple, but that's one of those old school desserts that you got to do it right, and we do it right.
So let's talk about the Black Forest, because lots of delicious things come out of the Black Forest.
Yeah,
right?
I've also been
Ham,
told
gummy bears.
Yeah, gummy bears, cuckoo clocks, cuckoo clocks.
Cuckoo clocks.
I was told for many years, and this could be as fake as you are Native American, that my grandmother's side of the Dennis family, which would have been Adkins, not Atkins. That was my mom and dad. That was my dad's side, was Atkins. My mom's side was Adkins.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like when they married, my dad was an Atkins with a T, and my mom was an Adkins with a D.
Huh.
Yeah, they're main families. That's what they were. But
Hyphenate that.
But yeah, so on the grandma side,
Some
she
sort
came,
of inbreeding.
Yeah. You never know. You never know.
Was it a misspelling at one point when they were writing it down? At one point, it should have been a T, but
I
it was
don't
a
know,
D
but
or vice
I
versa.
They're two cousins.
But I do have a horrible pelvis, and I'm 3 inches tall. But no, it was just a thing, and they were in different parts. Like my mom was in Collinsville, and my dad would have been in Martinsville, which are similar areas of Virginia but different. And grandma's side was all from the Black Forest region of Germany, and I have her cuckoo clock from Germany, and still in my possession that came from that area of Germany.
It's nice. I have lots of grandma's cuckoo clocks in the restaurant.
Oh yeah, I bet.
That's what people do when they don't know what to do with it. They bring it to us, and we hang it upstairs.
How many cuckoo clocks do you guys have?
A good dozen up there
I'd say
right
like
now,
12.
probably.
Yeah, is it really? People are like, man, if I can find mine,
everything around the restaurant, like all the weird paintings, all the can collections, all the old steins, all the cuckoo clocks.
Really?
That's all from people that clean out their grandparents' attics and storage and don't know what to do with it, but don't want to throw it away.
Correct.
The HollerBach will have it.
Oh, that's cool.
Interesting. Anything you turn, like somebody comes out there with like, I got Jeff Gordon, the Jeff Gordon tacked upside, man, Rainbow Warrior.
If he was in Lederhosen.
Yeah.
So
When wasn't he?
Why is there so much?
That was a Dale Earnhardt joke.
Like, is that region, the Black Forest region, known for cuisine, or is it just branding? Like,
a lot of that stuff is branding. I think, like the Black Forest gummies, and what you think of Black Forest ham is different than what we think of Black Forest ham. Our Black Forest ham or Westphalian schinken, if you go to the market and buy that, it's not like. It's not like ham with a sweet brown glaze around the outside.
Okay,
yeah, we Americanized that, right?
Black Forest ham is
that is
not
Black Forest ham.
Oh, okay.
He goes in there and he's like, boys, this is authentic German Black Forest.
Yeah,
I thought that was fancy.
You'll be mad as hell if you come in and order a double Black Forest ham sandwich.
You know what I like
the tavern ham is poor, and the Black Forest is fancy. That's what I thought.
I think tavern ham is like for like a swordsman.
Yeah, is it like bar tavern ham?
Like a tavern ham, that's what you should have on a sandwich, I think. It's like a carving style type ham.
Oh,
like
okay.
How many fake Florida Indians are serving their sons fake German
Black
ham,
Forest,
Black Forest ham? It's an epidemic.
I was grown up that way. So.
I know, me too. Absolutely.
So, on the subject of food, let's talk about the new menu.
Yeah.
So, it was not really a new menu, but
No.
you're bringing back some
so,
older school.
Next week, we're going to roll this out in the beginning of June. What's Monday's date? Is it June 2nd? I believe that's right.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, June 2nd, we're going to be rolling out the Willow Tree throwback menu for the summer. So all the old sandwiches and all the old salads that we've taken off over the last few years to try to concentrate on being a premier German destination. kind of killed our lunch business a little bit. So I want to bring that back for the summer and make a lot of people happy. We've got some good buzz around town right now. But like our blue cheese dressing, our buffalo schnitzel salad, egg salad, and tuna salad coming back.
What was the one? Because I know this is now we can talk about it. Like when you're not rolling out nostalgia menus, I feel like it would be very poor form to ask the chef, "Hey, what's the greatest thing you've ever taken off the menu that people ask for all the time and they want it, but you're never bringing it back?" You know what I mean?
Yeah,
because people do that. So what's the one there that if you had to guess?
Honey chicken pasta, which is weird.
Does that drive you crazy? That it's
for sure.
It's got to.
My
this
wife,
is a great thing
every
to talk
day
about.
of my life, and several other guests, but it's romaine with bow tie pasta and tomatoes and cucumbers that we toss in our honey mustard pecan dressing and grilled chicken. Like, it's kind of weird, but it's really effing good.
Yeah, yeah, it's one of those things that, like, sorry we took it off. We understand. We're bringing it back
that and
for a limited time.
the buffalo and the blue cheese is also something that people ask for all the time. So
That's cool. That's cool.
I want to ask Eric a question, and this is more of a business of HollerBach's question because I saw on your social media too that a server just is celebrating our 14th year with HollerBach.
This happens a lot too. I like following you guys just to see people get awards for being there for.
Shout out Cherish, right?
Hey,
Yeah, it's Cherish.
Yeah.
And then I did another post with someone that's hit 4 years. It just seems we talked about Chef Pat's 20-year anniversary. It seemed like you guys are. I mean, HollerBach is gigantic now, but also as family of a restaurant and tight knit as it comes, right?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, like when you join up to work with us, you just kind of become part of that. I always tell people the best way to last is just to like make a couple friends around the restaurant, and then you'll stick it out for a long time. I want to say like our average like years, and COVID kind of ruined this number a little bit, but we're at like almost 3 years is our average length that people stay with us. And then you got people like Pat who's been there for 20. We have another server, Doris who's about to hit 20.
One of the,
so we've got a lot of people who stay a long time.
As far as longevity, it is rare. That as far as longevity goes, I don't know how anybody could ever beat the longevity that most radio employees have. It's very, very most careers that radio employees have are.
Real radio has got to be unique in that, right?
I have one of the weirdest.
That is weird.
I honestly should be interviewed for Weird Job Wednesday because I've truly one of the strangest radio. Like I've been on the same station ever since I started when I had 19 years of age.
I mean, there's a handful of you guys on the same station that have just run that station for the last 20 years.
Run it right into the ground. Run it right into the ground.
Yeah. It's like transmission fluid. It's like a whole thing. Oh my God. It's like, how long can you hold it?
I don't know. We're going to see. We're going to find out.
Yeah,
we're going to hold it long enough to blow Greg's glasses off. I'll tell you that. We're not. We're hold.
Daniel and I aren't going anywhere with no interest in going anywhere else.
I got a baby in school.
But it's also like how long will it go? Anyway, so Greg, let's talk TikTok real quick.
He likes to switch fast. He switched fast.
I got a TikTok account.
Like, pardon your interruption, which I'm addicted to, by the way. Now I can't
stop. So good.
I'm an old man. I just watched. Pardon the interruption. I watched two other old men yell at each other.
Yeah. So I started a TikTok account a long time. Our show's got one.
Are you bragging?
Tom and Dan Live. No. Our show has one, and that's what I want everybody to follow. And Melissa does a great job.
You can't make me do it.
But I started an account, and I haven't made one post yet because I've been waiting to find the right niche, and because I want to rock it to the moon. What?
Yep, nothing.
I say niche.
I'm a niche guy too.
Okay, yeah.
Me and Greg.
Yeah, that's why we're starting our channel, the Son of a Niches. Here we are. Topic 1, how to be famous. Topic 2, hot Jewish. She's back. What happened to crypto?
Yeah. Then I'll wear Greg's balloon captain glasses.
Balloon. Hold on. Greg does have a balloon cap.
What is it,
Those are
Greg?
not balloon cap. Those are the glasses that you wear when you have. It's like
a steampunk balloon
steampunk
with
balloon.
wings.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
and you're being chased by Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah. What should I post, Greg? What is it? Well, you got a ton of followers.
You've got the glasses.
Yeah. Like you've got a bunch.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you got to post first in order to
What?
do it and stay consistent.
Yeah, okay, yeah, but I need to find
I don't
what
wanna-
I need to do first. What
Yeah,
is
I've
the
tried
co-
everything. Lately, I've been doing breastfeeding videos with my 9-year-old
Those are my
daughter. It's wild. Come on over at Tom and Dan Live. It is a wild time.
yeah. And TikTok staying around, we're good, right?
Yeah.
Go,
Where are
come,
we at
go.
on that?
I don't know.
I'm not sure. I haven't. The president hasn't updated me yet.
Okay, here's something.
What do you know about the talk?
Here's a question. DeSantis just legalized gold and silver to be used as legal tender within the state of Florida. Can I pay for my schnitzel with a gold bar?
Some shavings? I've always wanted to shave off something.
Keep the change.
into someone's cupped hands.
Eric?
Yeah, let's do it. You
Yeah.
know,
Oh,
we'll
I
get
like
the-
that.
We'll get the scales out.
Bitcoin?
You
We
know,
can do
yeah.
Bitcoin, we
Why
can do
not?
silver,
You know?
gold. We take everything.
We will take your money for your schnitzel.
Oh yeah, Jackal's saying they must. Jackal's saying because of this,
Oh.
DeSantis said that it's everybody
All right.
like we have to now. If one of our listeners is like, I'm paying for the $195, here's 2 shavings.
Yeah, my $2 a month's coming in in silver coins now, boys.
There's going to be some.
Please don't do that. I'll come work at the restaurant if you. Please, I'll work for you.
There's going to be some video of someone at a fast food restaurant. Like,
know.
this is legal tender.
Yeah.
You must take
He
it.
shaves it into their hands and then drives
Tom,
away
you
in
were,
a
you
convertible.
were asking what to post, Tom?
Yeah.
Oh, I crack
You
my
can be
window
the
when
first one.
When I
Follow
get
me.
pulled over, I'm like, this is as much as I need. I just need to communicate with you,
You
officer.
ready? You ready? You
Huh?
do 2 shavings, Wendy's drive-through. I'm filming 2 shavings.
Yeah.
You turn to the camera and you go to drive away. I back out. What's in the passenger seat of your Miata? Alligator.
Okay,
We win.
We can get
And
an
we win
alligator.
and we win the. See, I am,
Yeah, yeah.
dude. I'm so creative with this stuff.
Yeah.
And then the
And it's
alligator
going crazy.
And the alligator has on Greg's glasses.
Yeah. And then use green tape so it doesn't look like its mouth is shut. Why are these black?
Yeah. You
Stupid.
tape his mouth with green tape, and then
Yeah.
you take a Sharpie and draw the lines on him.
Yeah,
I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Look at
So-
me, Universal.
So it looks like it could bite me at any time. Then it starts to go and whip crazy his tail.
Fine.
We can get one that's just asleep.
Yeah.
Well, then we just set the Miata on fire and film that too. Different kind of video.
Let's talk meat bingo. So every Tuesdays, meat bingo. Do you actually give the winner just a bag of meat? How does it work?
Oh, we give them a whole bag of meat, Tom.
Do you give them any any cooling apparatus to keep it?
Yeah.
We have ice. People come with coolers sometimes.
That's
we
calling your
do,
shot. I don't like doing that.
Yeah, we do different stuff every week: sausages, schnitzels, cold cuts. Vegan sausage. We've had a couple people win that don't do meat, so we'll make it happen. But
I
then
hope we
if
boo
the
those
market,
people as they're getting their vegan schnitzel.
I boo everybody generally. But,
Yeah. Gotta be grumpy.
If we get new stuff at the market, salami whips or the Land Jaegers or anything like that,
Hell
those are
yeah.
always good prizes.
So what's a salami whip?
Think about it. It's a long, thin salami. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're called salami
They're
whips.
awesome.
So yeah.
It's munch it all day. It's like cowboy food. You
It's
roll it
like
up
a Slim Jim, but better.
Okay, so it's like a long salami Slim Jim,
Yeah.
which is my cowboy name.
long salami Slim Jim.
And then we also have the kilometer sausage, which is another long smoked sausage that's like thicker, but it's also you can eat it like room temp to cold. Like it's a put it in your pocket and snack while you're drinking sausage.
You're not
All right.
familiar with pocket sausages?
No.
Only a man with a beard like mine would eat
Can I
pocket
tell
sausages.
you, Eckhart taught me about pocket bread and pocket sausages.
Yeah, you gotta
He
have
would
some
always have like
snacks.
a Land Jaeger or a Brochin or something in his vest pocket. Apparently, when you're schnapsing real hard, you got to have some stuff to soak it up real quick. So,
How do you think I
I
had
like
it?
that. I like Karen salami, like dried salami and bread in my pockets.
It's
Just
very
what you're
European.
saying.
I feel like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
very European to carry some.
It's like what a hobbit does on an adventure. Like, he just pulls out
he's
a little.
angling this towards me. Just letting you guys know.
I'm still on pocket tater tots. myself.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we
Greg.
got Napoleon Dynamite over here.
You dated yourself, Greg, with a Napoleon Dynamite.
now let's talk about those glasses, Greg.
I was waiting for the old man joke anyway.
Yeah, what was Napoleon Dynamite's name again?
Hater.
Yeah. He typecast himself. He was never in anything after that, right?
Well, it was like they asked him to like, hey, do you want to come play like a real dysfunctional weirdo?
Yeah.
And he did. And then it was like, and then you're like that. Yeah, it's like the worst Tony Soprano a little bit.
Let's talk change in boat laws because you
Did I remind you of something? What did I say?
I like just tangenting to crazy things that make Eric laugh. But so you mentioned DeSantis, and
You and me both.
And he changed the ability for boat cops to pull you over, citing like safety check.
Yeah.
And so now, I mean, it is
it's Wild West.
It's the Wild West out there. I'm telling people knew they like all the boats on the St. John's were hauling ass.
Yeah.
Like.
Was it different?
It was different.
Could you tell, or do you feel like, because I know
Yeah,
you're good at
we
this.
all looked each other in the
This
eyes
is-
and we're like, we could do whatever now.
This is your version of being at the top of a skyscraper and you're feeling it sway. Was it something you were just noticing, or were you actively seeing people just wow? They're like, you're like, wow, this is a spicy day on the water.
Because there's nothing else to pull you over. Like the dry cops are what I call regular ones. They can cite like, I saw him swerving a little bit. Can't swerve on a boat. It's that you know you're always
That's called driving.
Yeah. So there's nothing else. They only had safety check. You see what I'm saying?
You made them
so
laugh.
when I came by,
you literally made them laugh like you guys were the cast of King of the Hill. like that was awesome. That was like a natural guttural real laugh.
There's nothing else they could pull you over for. You see what I'm saying? You don't have any brake
So
lights
why are
or
they
nothing.
even out there? The chat room saying that the boat cops are out at the sandbar. They were way further away from the group, looking sad.
Yeah, because they're shamed.
Yeah.
They know there's nothing to pull anybody. You can't now unless you're egregious. Like,
What if you see a bottle?
Well, okay, that depends on where you're at. In Volusia County, no, you can have an open container on the boat as long as the captain doesn't have one. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, Seminole County, they have no open containers on the boat, so you got to be north of the bridge.
Oh, come on, Seminole. Get it together.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah. But
All right.
everybody in Volusia.
What about open container tease out on the boat?
That tease that? Well, I don't know.
Oh,
That
that's
tease
aggressive.
out.
Yeah, there might be children around.
Yeah,
And
you used to be able to.
I remember.
Like during like holidays, Memorial Day, Columbus Day down in Miami.
Well, it used to be a
able
sign of
Coming of age in Florida
It
is
used
going
to
to a
be a sign
sandbar
of
on a
how
holiday.
It was how patriotic you are.
Yeah,
And my mom, not very patriotic, but you didn't want to see this.
And hold on, in Volusia, and maybe on your own vessel, you are allowed to have be topless.
No,
maybe
you're not, because
Don't
I don't
look
think
on my boat. It's my boat.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm allowed
they're
to whip it out and pee on my own boat.
I think.
What about on the boat or off of the boat?
Off of the boat.
Yeah.
On the boat I can if I'm covered, but it's
lay
people being able to
down
see
face
you.
first and just let it go.
It's got to be people being able to see you.
Yeah, that's what I would assume. But then there is a long-standing tradition of nudity on boats that maybe some old law.
That's super. You mean that we're not digging enough?
Yeah, there may be some old boat law where you can.
Wow, you really are like a conservative lawyer. This guy's digging back to old case study.
I'm just saying, I've been on enough boats where there's open nudity, and it doesn't seem like it's a thing. Like there's, the kids around, no one cares. I'm telling you, I was a kid and watching. I
think it's different now, though.
Yeah,
Is it?
It is a little different now.
I don't know. Some things are different. I'm surprised sometimes. I'm like, it didn't change. It's still the same. Anyway, sorry guys. Anything else that we need to plug? HollerBach?
Chef's Night.
Yes.
June 25th is our quarterly Chef's Night in the Knights Hall, and it's Anthony Bourdain's birthday, so we're doing an Anthony Bourdain themed Chef's Night.
Nice.
So it's 5 courses paired. I've kind of curated the menu based off of his travels, some recipes from his restaurants, and just some of his favorite things.
Yeah.
So-
There's a really interesting article, if you're into it, that you can Google. I don't have it handy, but that it was of a writer here in town that writes about when Anthony Bourdain visited Orlando and he refused to go to Lee and Rick's because
I read that.
Yeah, because he claimed to have a complete hatred for warm water oysters.
Warm water oysters, right.
Really?
Yeah, and
Coming from a family of like French oyster farmers or something like that,
Yeah.
would only eat cold water oysters.
Can
Yeah.
you taste the difference?
As a person that loves oysters, I don't think I'm sophisticated enough to yet. I think if somebody taught me the difference, maybe I
through,
would.
Through the hot sauce, lemon juice, and horseradish and cracker I put on them, absolutely
Yeah.
cannot taste the difference.
I will
Hey,
say
what is the difference?
I'll go to Osprey. I'll go to Lee and Rick's. I'll go anywhere that oyster. I'll go to
does it-
Ollie's or no, what is it? The High Dive. Yeah. I'll go to the and then like I love oysters. I don't think I ever thought about which ones taste like warm water or which ones taste cold water.
Well,
I don't even know the difference.
What is the difference, Pat? Do you know?
I mean, the temperature of the water, but I don't.
Yeah, I would think it's more of a subconscious thing that you think the colder the better, that the
Like
heat comes up, that there'll probably be more bacteria.
I do say, and it probably has more to do with what it eats and stuff like that than the temperature. I would think the nutrients and stuff, because food tastes different depending on where it is, grown or
Yeah,
made or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Like you
there's
could grow,
Maine lobster is different than Florida lobster, although
but
I
those
can't
are different species of lobster too.
It's true, yeah, but I couldn't even tell the difference.
But
If
like
you-
Florida lobster, Yeti cup, 4-wheeler.
But like if I grow potatoes in my dirt, you grow potatoes in your dirt, you grow potatoes in your dirt, it's all going to taste a little bit different because our dirt's all got a little bit of a different pH balance. So it makes sense that oysters do taste different from where they're from.
I mean, I'll tell you another
I
one.
don't know
Not
if the water
not to
matters.
pick up steam here at the end, but I learned yesterday about the difference in potato crops. Meaning, like you can have like new crop potatoes that come in and they're like super duper tiny.
New potatoes.
And then you can like almost flick the skin off of them, but then you can have like main crop potatoes, which like are big, hearty, beefy, main skin on them, and you can leave those for like a very long time, and then finally eat it. And like all the different varietals of potatoes, it's crazy.
So the easiest thing to do is follow HollerBach on social media because they'll tell you everything coming up, everything going on. Rent out the Knights Hall for a birthday party. It holds 26 people.
Yeah.
A special event.
Rent out the whole upstairs.
Or book it for your holiday now so you're not disorganized when it rolls around. Talking to us.
No, I know.
We probably should do that.
Yeah, you could book the entire beer garden and upstairs a HollerBach and have your corporate event there.
Or you can just drop by, have a beer outside, eat one of their new sandwiches that they brought back, and just do it by yourself.
Yeah,
That sounds actually pretty nice.
And we will have new pens coming up. We ordered them, and they'll be here soon. We'll let you guys know. Thank you guys for stopping by.
It's always good seeing you guys.
Thank you guys. Good to be here.
And it's HollerBach's German restaurant right there in downtown Sanford.
Yes, sir.
And we'll see you tomorrow.
Awesome, guys.
Welcome to A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Tom.
I am Dan. We're live on Twitch and YouTube. Come join us. Just search for @TomandDan Live. Like and subscribe on YouTube. It really does help us out. We just built out brand new cameras, brand new computer, and it really helps us out if you go to YouTube and hammer that subscribe button.
The Orlando Science Center is doing their Science Night Live on Saturday.
Yeah, man.
You can go to osc.org and get your tickets. Members get a little discount on the tickets. It's an adult night, so you can walk around the Science Center, have some drinks. This one is themed the science of superheroes.
Yeah,
so
man.
if you're into superheroes, a great date night for you and your partner to walk around the Science Center, have some drinks.
And it's DC superheroes, I feel like, which is the most adult of the superheroes. You know, Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman.
Old school.
Men and women, Wonder Woman, The Flash.
Yeah. And they have their brand new superhero DC exhibit out there that you can check out. So, again, it's osc.org for tickets and get them before it sells out because these Science Night Lives, they always end up selling out because you just wander around the Science Center and have some drinks. Like, it's a pretty good night.
For those of you that aren't that creative, it can make you look like you are creative. If you're like, oh, hey, honey, I got to stick us to this.
Yeah.
And then you're the what? You know, it's better than going to the movie. You can't talk at the movies.
Yeah, no, I know. And I like the fact that you could walk around, have some drinks, and then the schedule's on you.
Right.
So, you know, like you because they always have guest
That's
speakers.
true.
And then you do as much as you want.
Yeah.
And then you,
Or if it goes horrible, you hide in the bathroom and text your date you left, hop back out and enjoy the exhibition all to yourself. That's what I would
Call
do.
that the Flash.
Like, I have diarrhea. Yeah. And then,
And then you see her on the second floor. You're like, oh,
my
God.
I feel better now.
Joey Mazzant and Casey Howell here.
Howdy.
Hey, guys.
We're doing a little combo today. I like it. We're mix and matching.
mix and match.
Yeah,
Mixing and matching.
Yeah.
Or we're overbooking. You decide. You decide.
Yeah. I like a mix and match.
I charge the same regardless.
Yeah.
Wait, they're paying you?
This guy's such a natural optimist. The mix and match. On his feet.
So before we start, Casey, where are you playing?
On Friday, I will be at Old Man Frank's in Winter Haven. On Saturday, I will be at Cherry Pocket in Lake Wales. And on Tuesday, I will be at the Whiskey and Dr. Phillips.
All right, awesome.
Come out and see me.
I like both. I like all of those names.
Yeah.
Old Man Frank's. I look like Old Man Frank. Cherry Pocket. Goes without saying. I just love the name.
Pop a couple.
And what was the last one?
The Whiskey.
The Whiskey. People in the chat room are saying they love that place.
Oh, the Whiskey's fantastic.
Yeah.
One of the best burgers I've ever had.
Yeah, the chat room is like going nuts for Keyed Up BDM says he says we need to stop by the Whiskey and check that place out.
So we're going to talk about a bunch of different subjects today, but let's talk theme parks.
Oh, boy.
Because it seems like because it's so hot outside, like the other day was just scorching.
Wasn't there a record or something?
We're hitting some for this time we're hitting some record highs because we're not even really into. I mean, we have more days before summer starts, right? We're not summer yet. I think it's like what is it, like 15? It'll roll around here on this little thing.
No, it's summer.
And it'll tell you, no, it's like
Where's
the
your house
official day
weatherman?
of summer has not started yet, I don't believe.
Yeah, I think like June 1st, I know, is the first day of hurricane season. But it seems like May and June, like this happened a couple years ago where it's like incredibly hot.
Yeah.
And then in July and August, I know it's the same thing, but it always rains when it gets to a certain temperature. But in May and June, it just gets to that temperature without rain. And then
Hangs out.
Yeah, then it becomes like desert, crazy, blazing hot.
And it does that thing where it hangs, like where you can feel
like
the water in the air.
radiation.
Yeah,
And it steams you.
and it just kind of hangs in the air and it has to decide whether or not it's going to dump or not.
So it seems though, like anytime there's weather like this, I think like, this must be scaring a lot of people away from the parks. Because of the heat, and then I'm like, wonder if there's a advantage to that. And then if you know the parks, you can have a less busy day or go there in the afternoon if you got your passes, and then when all the tourists get too hot and leave, then you got the place to yourself, or at least the less crowded. Is that true, Joey?
We talked about this before. Back in the day, it was I get to pick the time we show up at the park, and I'll let you pick when we leave. So if it's hot, we'll go hit the pool at 3, or if the weather's nice, we'll rock it until fireworks. So you got to be there at 7 a.m. Now people are like, look, my kids want to sleep until 2 in the afternoon, so let's not even go to the park until 4. And I used to say, well, then I can't help you. Now I'm like, that sounds like a damn good idea. Let's go to the park at 4 o'clock because all those early risers are like, I'm checked out. My kids are hot. We're going to the pool. Friggin' Helios is $1,000 a night to stay there. Let's go take advantage of what we're spending all of our money on. So that's kind of the new way things are. People are doing the back half of the day. It's pretty awesome.
But that doesn't create any sort of advantage or value to me going out there or my family because everybody else has that idea. So there's no.
No, because you're not wrong. The people that are invested early to rise, there are people that will always be that early bird special. There is a sect of people that'll say, I get there when it opens and I stay until I can't walk anymore. So for people like you and your family and your boys, you could show up at 4 o'clock and say, hey, we're just going to hit the 3 good rides we actually want to do. We're going to go grab some churros and a burger and call it. So
that's the way that I always did it with Andrea when we had our passes and we got the most out of it was when we would just go there and do a couple rides and get out. Almost like we did 2 hours and we were out.
Yeah.
And it always felt like that's when we were cheating the park because it's like we got there. I'll give you for instance, we got there, we went to Epcot, we go to Cava, we get a margarita that we want, then we hit Soarin', and then maybe one other ride, and we're out in less than 2 hours. And it was almost like a date night,
Yeah.
Because the staying for the longest time is when you end up running into problems. I feel like
correct. We were just at Epic Universe last night. Same thing. We did sun up to sundown because I'm taking pictures for my YouTube channel, and we're there hanging out. We get there at 7:30 in the morning, and the new Harry Potter ride, 180 minutes at 9 o'clok in the morning. It opened up to 180 minutes.
God,
It's longer than the movie.
Yeah, I know, you're right.
And
that's a really good old man joke. Write that down. God damn, you are your dad. I want to hug you right now.
You can die now, Jeff. The sun took it all off.
He's got the. Hold on, I got to give him
Rest
the golden
your
eyes.
eyes.
You earned this wand, sir. You're a wizard,
Wingardium
Harry.
Leviosa.
Oh my God.
So
Freaking everything.
let me complain for a second.
You're a musician, Casey.
So I went to Hollywood Studios a little bit for
It's
Tommy's
just weird hearing you say that.
I know.
Right?
for Tommy's birthday because he wanted to go there.
I like that
and,
he does the reverse Dan R. Dennis. where on my birthday I'd want to go to eat Mexican food, and my dad would force me to go to a seafood restaurant. Your son forces you to go to a theme park on his birthday.
Well,
I like that.
It's mainly Crystal. He didn't even want to go. Crystal's
No
like,
one was happy.
Crystal's like, we have to pass this, and it only cost me one extra ticket for you, so we'll do this for him to make his birthday magical. I'm like, well, he doesn't even want to go. Really. He said, I'll just stay home and play Roblox. And she's like, well, I'm not going to let him do that. I'm not going to let him do what he wants to do. He's going to do what I... Oh, God.
The anger is
That's
real.
what my dad said. That's what my dad said.
Magic's not always good.
Yeah, that's
I punched
exactly.
the goddamn mic into my face. Anyway, sorry, Joey. Here's what I want to complain about. So I'm we did the thing where we show up at 4. Still miserable. I'm like, oh, we showed up at the hottest part of the day.
You want to know why I know?
Yeah.
You want to know why I know he's miserable? Because he was posting. That's how I knew you were miserable. You posted a picture of a warm beer, and I'm like, this mother effer is mad.
My family went somewhere.
This
Boy,
hot
leave
piss
me.
over
He
here.
doesn't- When's the last time Tom social medias you? He Instagrammed a warm beer.
They're like, Chris, like, I feel your energy is radiating off of you and you're like poisoning all of us. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? I'm just standing here.
I'm melting.
I'm just standing here with a warm beer. Who the hell am I?
I have a smile on. I've made sure to fake smile this entire time. Anyway.
Oh my God.
So we're there, and then Chris was
I'm
like,
so glad Casey's here.
Casey, he's kind of like me. He's
Yes,
got an old man
we
spirit.
needed a little
You don't wanna
more.
do
We
this.
needed a little more grumpy here today.
Yeah. So we're standing there, and then Chris was like, "Do you want to get a drink?" I'm like, "Of course I do." And
That's
then,
why we're at Hollywood Studio.
And then she's like, I saw on the reels that sometimes you can go over and ask, because what's that? The cantina?
Olga's Cantina.
Yeah. We're in this Star Wars.
I like how
area.
mad you already said it. What's that goddamn cantina?
So the cantina's there, and then Chris was like, I saw sometimes that it's booked out because of reservations, but sometimes people don't show up in the afternoon because they get reservations, and the rich people don't show up. They're like, some dad's like, I'm not going back in there. And so then you can actually get in pretty quickly. So I'm like, whatever. I'm gonna stand in the shade.
You didn't listen to her, did you? She's gone ahead. It's very
All right,
long.
are we going or are we not going?
So then she goes up and she's like, she's like, it worked. She's like, the lady said 15 minutes. And I'm like, all right. Then I'm standing there, and then they call our name. And I'm like, all right. So then we go inside, and then I'm walking in, and it's the damn cantina, I'm
in the goddamn Holy Star Wars!
So, it's the band playing animatronic.
Man. Where's Darth Vader?
and then I'm like, oh, okay, well, it worked. I'm like, I cannot believe that what my wife saw on the reels worked. I'm like, I cannot wait to sit down at a cool as the AC. There's a booth, and I'm like, I can't wait to sit down at a booth, enjoy some, it's going to be
shot by Han Solo.
It's going to be an $18 or $19 IPA, but I'm willing to
But
buy
it's
it.
fine. And they put a little dry ice in it. They put a light in it.
Don't you ruin my story, Joey.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Let's
I know what's
slap it
gonna
out of your,
happen.
They put a little light in it. They put some.
I know you know what's going to
I
happen.
know. Wait. I'm ready.
And
I'm
I'm like,
ready.
oh.
How much will you pay for a tentacle and some dry ice hanging out of
Wait,
an
if it's
IPA?
got alcohol, I don't even care anymore. Like, I know it's going to be an insane
No,
bill.
they don't have alcohol there?
Yo, they do. Yeah. But I'm
I'll
like,
drink a tentacle with some dry ice.
Yeah. Whatever.
$32.
If it has alcohol, I just want to sit in an ice cold booth.
I mean, I'll shotgun right out of Han Solo's BA. I don't even care.
Yeah, I just want to sit down and have some booze to numb myself from the day. And then the waitress like, right this way, Van family. And I'm like, okay, I'm walking by. I'm like, I'm giving everybody a thumbs up. I can't wait. Joey is right about this. It's not that bad. And
I'm Luke Skywalker.
Yeah. And then she's
Hey,
like,
look at me, Luke Skywalking away from you
and then
guys.
she's like, here's your table, sir. And I'm like, I'm
Right
like,
here.
I'm like, well, where's the chairs? Where's at least a stool? Like, I understand maybe I won't get the booth, like, no stool, standing only. Here's our standing table. And then I look around, and there's lines of standing tables. And they're like, what would you like to drink? What tentacle would you like to drink? And I'm like, I'm standing. Where's the booth? So like, oh, no, you can't get the booth.
What?
Wait a minute.
Sold
out.
It really?
Did they put you
years.
at one of those Essie little tiny bean tables?
Of course they did, Joey. And I'm so close to some other tourist, he's miserable too.
They make you share the table with some a-hole from Boise, Idaho, and he wants to tell you why he's here and all about his family, and you're like, God.
Would you like a $37 tentacle? I'm not joking. We left. Chris was like, "Oh, you can't sit," and the boys are just standing, and then it's packed.
I didn't know that. I thought you could sit down. Can you get a booth?
You have to request it, and it's usually 45 to 70 minutes extra to get the booth because there's only like 6 of them.
How long can you stay there though? Don't they
45
limit?
minutes to an hour.
Yeah. So they
Two
let you
drink
do
maximum.
2 drinks and they let you get out of here.
The waitress came by, and then I'm like, "Oh, they're still deciding what to go." Then we just left.
Still full? No drink for you. Still full from your gleep plop.
And then after we left, I was like, "At least this whole thing took 35 minutes." I'm glad, all for nothing, no tentacle, nothing.
I would have at least got a tentacle.
That's when I got my beer.
You gotta get something.
I sat down and had a beer by myself, hot outside. Then I'm like,
get on your phone and you posted. He took a picture of it. I'm posting this beer, goddammit.
I'm like, I deserve this.
No, like, I want you to have a good experience. And I thought you were going to tell me they put me in the booth right next to where the bullet holes are. I got to sit next to the DJ, voiced by Paul Rubens. It's going to be the freaking bean table.
He loves Paul Rubens now. Oh my, this guy.
Pee-wee Herman's the voice of the DJ.
He came in 2 days ago. He's like, my favorite actor of all time, Paul Rubens.
Dude, I watched Pee-wee's Big Adventure last night, and with the family, and that movie is funny as hell.
Yeah.
I didn't think I was gonna laugh as much as I did, but now after watching the Pee-wee documentary, I'm laughing because I'm like, Paul Rubens was a great
subtle genius,
subtle actor, and that's what they said in the documentary. Like,
little movements,
he could do little movements, and he was doing it the whole time. And I never picked it up when I was a kid. And I'm like, this guy is super talented and funny, and based on the director. And I saw the influence. I'm like, damn, this is like, there's some Nightmare Before Christmas stuff, and like you see, like the influence,
Tim Burton.
Yeah. And then it's like even the claymation and the eyes when the Pee-wee gets lost. I'm like, man, this movie's good, and it underappreciated,
way ahead of its time. Like a lot of the the gags and little similar things, and just the premise of losing his bike and it being at the Alamo is insane. And really funny to me.
Max walked out of it. Tommy said Max only likes things in 15-second increments.
Okay, yeah. It'd be hard to break him out of that.
The internet guy. I don't know what he's supposed to do now. I don't know.
He's trapped in a 15-second hell. Like, I can't get him out of it.
I'm like, I'm sorry. I feel like I did this.
Best of luck, boyo.
I had a talk with him.
What are you supposed to do?
I talked to him last night. We got 15 seconds in. He left. I was talking to him about it.
I'm like, sometimes you screw up your kids' brains. I do. You didn't know. I was born into this environment.
Yeah, Lady Gaga.
Beat me to it.
So Casey, let's talk gigs here.
We gotta.
So I know we've talked about this before. You don't do any of your dad's, little bits.
We haven't had the opportunity to interview him without his dad really
kind
of breathing down his neck.
Helicoptering around.
Yeah. Finally.
Let's kick loose.
Yeah, finally we get you. I feel like we should, first of all, we go to Rachel's and have a cold beer.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, but here's, this is coming from a dad, right? Mm-hmm. I feel like.
Oh, wow.
You should work in a couple little gags just to make your old man proud. You see what I'm saying? Because then
I think he's already proud.
No. But he'll be more proud if
this is the recognition obsession you have.
I'm just saying that if you just a couple of his little animatronic dog.
He doesn't do those anymore.
Yeah.
I saw that. He brought it back one time recently.
Casey, look, Tom says a lot of crap, but that I support because I have been begging your father for years to do the dog tricks. And I'll be serious here, and you can tell him this, and maybe he can even watch this and tell me if I'm right or not.
Okay.
And your dad, as he got older, though, he's more of a serious musician, and I think he was doing his funk and blues.
Yeah.
And it's awesome, but it didn't. You don't want to be stopping the funk and blues to pull out an animatronic dog and have it kick what's supposed to be its pee all over your face, or do something crazy.
But the audience loves it.
They do love it. They do love it, but time and a place. So I think I understood it. But I think I support Tom with the bring back the dog tricks. The dog tricks were hilarious.
I mean, not all of them. You don't do it, but I'm just saying you pull it out. You don't even tell him. You just do it while he's there one day, and then he'll. It's like.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that's
and make
nice.
a dad proud.
Yeah.
He'd be like, "Oh, he's doing my thing," you know, like,
Yeah,
and then
You've always
No, he would have
wanted-
been like, "You son of a."
You stole my goddamn.
that's my
I'm
dog.
getting my lawyer on the line right now. You're out of the will.
You are a bit obsessed with one of your sons, and I don't know which one it's going to be, but I'm going to guess Max because he's breakdancing. Have you gotten Max to stand in front of his class and say, "Hey guys, I just want to thank my dad for, this awesome piece of linoleum for the head spins that we've been doing. I love you, Dad." Like, that's what you want?
Were you
right?
a break dancer?
No, but
But you want that kind of like declaration from your boys, right?
yeah. Well, I want them to like and then
Declare that you are the greatest dad.
just like
I'll
some.
say that if you want.
Like, no.
Would you accept Casey saying you are the greatest dad?
I need my sons to do something that they got from me, but without like.
Say, I don't have that. My daughter's currently killing it in dance, and I can do nothing and have nothing to do with what she's doing.
Then what's the cane for?
The cane? Literally, it's because I'm dying. Is that what you wanted me to say? I'm dying.
My bad.
But no, you see what I'm saying? Like, so
Yeah, but if your daughter,
I get nothing out of that.
If she does, like, let's say she puts together a dance routine in the future, and then she adds some comedy to it, and then she does like an old man bit. Or some
He's
of the
like,
other.
her pants fall down.
No. I'm saying she starts doing some sort of old
Let's
man.
say she slips on a banana peel. Maybe she can get on the PA system and thank you.
No, like doing what you used to do in radio, like the old man, the
Jumping around with a bunch of fat rednecks playing in a band.
no, skeptical Jew.
I think my daughter to reprise the character skeptical Jew. Not the climate right now.
I'm just saying.
You know what the world needs right now? Skeptical Jew.
Something, an homage to her old man. It wouldn't make you proud.
It would.
Yeah,
It would make me cry.
Yeah,
It made
that's
me
of
more.
course
Yeah,
it-
you know it would.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
it would.
So that's what I'm saying. Casey should do some homage to Jeff Howell and his just sometimes.
I'll take the note. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a great question. Did you do any of your dad's songs? Any of his originals?
I don't do any of his originals. That would be weird.
Great.
Singing songs about my mom.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Or it could be in right now. I don't know if people are into that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Flip it on its head.
Well, like the fun ones. Like you do all your own. Do you have your own originals?
I don't have any originals.
would you
That's a
do
smart move, though.
one brown-eyed girl?
Oh, I do. I do Brown Eyed Girl every night.
Do they, do the thing?
What's the thing?
If
Yeah,
I'm
the
lucky.
Jeff, you suck thing. Like that's what Jeff's known for in Orlando.
Oh, that's Sweet Caroline,
Oh,
Yeah. Real
which
fan
I
here.
won't play
Yeah.
because
Real fan here. This guy
Yeah.
walks up to
Oh,
Limp
yeah,
Bizkit
yeah,
and says, "Play bomb with a bomb." Real fan. Real
They
fan.
all mixed together.
I know my dad's not proud of you right now.
He's not listening.
Oh, he will though. He'll go back and listen. We're gonna get a strongly worded email. I have a feeling.
There's no way he listens.
he won't go back and
so
listen.
you don't do Sweet Caroline because of that?
Yeah,
Well,
absolutely.
that's
Casey,
what
you
he-
suck doesn't roll off the tongue.
Yeah, it's 3 syllables.
Yeah.
It's KC, you sucks 4 syllables. Jeff, you suck is 3 syllables, is what I mean.
Yeah. But maybe they just say Jeff, you suck.
KC sucks.
Yeah, no, but they just say.
I don't have the ego for it. I would crumble on stage
Yeah.
immediately. I would just start crying.
I always hated
Yeah.
that for him.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, these people, because some of them yelling it really mean it.
Oh, and some people don't get that it's like rhythmic and you
Yeah.
got to do it at certain points of the song.
Yeah.
We had this one gig where a guy would just say it all throughout the night, and it was just like horrific. It was like a villain, just like Jeff, you're terrible, and it's like you're not even getting the words right, man.
I like that. It's freestyle. I'm just doing it freestyle.
So back to the theme parks, Joey. Anything you wanted to bring up about
Yeah.
the theme parks? You're going to.
Did
the
you want to talk
summertime?
about Epic? Should we hit Epic one more time? Or are people done with, right? We're all done with Epic Universe, right? We know it's great.
It's now open to everybody, right?
Yeah, it's open to everybody if you can get tickets. It's the big thing. So what just opened up at Disney is they finally got that 1989 asbestos-filled corner unit where the Little Mermaid show used to be. And they finally wrecked that and the insides and built it back up, and it's a Little Mermaid show again, but now it's got more modern music, and it no longer has a VHS tape playing behind them with the little grainy thing.
Okay.
So that's all nice and clean.
Yeah, but what's most important is who's playing the mermaid.
Not my mermaid.
That's what I care about.
I didn't realize when you go in there how like creepy some of the people that try to get their photos with Ariel are.
Dude,
you know,
it's
really?
weirdly aggressive. There's
Yeah,
a
it
lot
is.
of.
yeah, it's like
My bad.
Yeah, it's like I would have no problem if they were like, "Hey, kids only," like you know what I
Right?
mean? It's like some fat ass over there, like trying to hug up on her, you know? Because the Ariel that they had was absolutely gorgeous, and yeah, it was weird.
Well,
she had to do the. It's the first time I'd ever seen somebody in character have to do the. Oh, we'll move you over here. You know, like she
Yep.
was staying in character to minimize the situation.
Well, it's confusing because in the original movie, she was a teen and
Yeah.
marrying Prince Eric.
She's 16 in the movie.
yeah, who was like
I think she's
27.
younger in the
At
book.
the time, totally legal. Yeah.
It was filmed in Alabama. It was in Louisiana.
It was.
Yeah, it was filmed in Louisiana, right off the coast.
But what the prince was like 27 years
Yeah.
old, and they mentioned it.
Yeah.
Fish ears are different.
And
Which- Which how did they not know? Even when they're
because
writing,
we all got distracted by the priest boner. That's why we didn't know.
like when they're writing the cartoon, they're like, hey, let's just not put this part in here.
well,
Like, at
if
least
you're
not-
doing that, then don't put in the priest boner. But if we're not putting stuff in, all right, let's
Well,
make
that's
her.
just true to form. I mean, have you ever seen a priest with that one?
You know what? That's a song.
I had that VHS, by the way. Like my sister got the original, and then we played it over and over. And we were like, it's true. I was showing my mom. I was like,
Look at this priest boner.
yeah, my mom's like, that's not what they did it for. I'm like,
Childhood
"That's
was
true."
like for me.
Oh my god.
So they fixed. They did that thing.
And then there's one. Love this guy. The old Cars show got replaced, and now it's some defending the villains because that's trending right now. We're supposed to realize that all the Disney villains came from trauma, and we want to see their side of the story, which is literally like, sure,
You
okay.
can say it. You wanted to yell woke and throw your hat
I
on the
didn't
ground.
say it though. I did.
Well, you wanted to.
More than you could
I
ever
saw it
imagine.
in your eyes. He wanted to yell woke and then start stepping on his hat like an
Yeah,
old man.
yeah, Joey looks young for his age,
He does.
but he's our age.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, he's-
Inside, he's a rotten old conservative.
Yeah, he grew up in the 80s. You know, it's like, yeah, we didn't have the internet back
Yeah,
then.
don't let the sideways hat fool you.
Go on, homeboy.
Let's go through the villains and so what are they defending?
Hades.
Like
James Woods, biggest penis in Hollywood.
Cruella.
I heard that was
DeVille.
Willem Dafoe.
No, James Woods.
Yeah,
Oh, I want to see him side by side.
So
couple of ski poles.
how do you? I could defend Cruella if I think about it. Like,
Dude.
she just wants,
The best looking coat.
Yeah, yeah. Like
Who
there.
doesn't want to look their best?
And depending on your culture, like getting coats from dogs may not be anything weird.
That
where
coding
people
the
grow up.
dog.
English culture.
Right? Yeah, no, like getting some Dalmatian coats, if depending on where you are born, may not be frowned upon, and so like, how dare we?
You could still do it, right?
attack
Like
her.
if the Dalmatians were like ethically sourced.
Yeah, like if we accidentally hit him with a car, I mean, you can't waste that.
Well, I'm just saying, like I used to
Lab grown Dalmatian.
I used to rescue Dalmatians. I had 5 at one time.
Now I feel bad.
Now, if Isley and Luscious and Josie and all my Dalmatians, like if they had passed away when I had them euthanized because they passed away, and then like because
Use
of
their
natural
coat.
causes, and then I took their coat, is there a way to preserve it naturally? And then
Yeah, like, you can do whatever you want. I mean, why burn it up and then you just take the
I
coat?
wasn't going to burn it
Honor
up.
them.
I wasn't going to
Most
burn it
people
up.
do. Like they just they cremate their animals as like use their coat. People have it taxidermied,
Yeah.
so it's like Cruella DeVille. And also, there's no evidence that she was going to murder the dogs.
No.
right? I mean, she could have had them at some sort of ranch. She was rich until they did die of natural causes. Then used their coats.
I think she wanted to kill him. It was pretty.
She was just repurposing the dogs.
What about
And again-
What about old morbidly obese steals her voice?
Oh, the
Ursula.
drag queen.
Ursula.
Yeah,
Ursula.
Yeah. I find Ursula
Attractive.
super attractive.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something about her that makes me think that if I crawled into her cave with I'd ask, first of all, I'd ask those black eel things to leave
Get
and
out.
give
Yeah,
us some
it's weird.
privacy.
It's weird.
Well, those
But
are her henchmen.
The more the merrier.
no, but I think they know. I think she knows her way around it. You know
Casey,
what I mean?
don't say shovel. But also,
I love this guy.
Ursula, she left it up to the people. Like she's like, hey, it's up, you signed the contract,
Yeah.
right? Like it's up to you.
Yeah.
Like
This is just business.
Do you want to? Do you have them legs and do it? Live on the up top. Like here's the
Yeah.
contract. I'll give it to
You
you.
can go
but-
up top with the boner priest.
Yeah.
but I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now. You're
You ain't
not
gonna like
it.
what you
You're not
find.
gonna like what you find. It's
You're
gonna
gonna
like
like
the
the
way you look. It ain't all boner priests.
It's
and
a
forks
whole
up there.
new world.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's gonna write that down.
Nice.
Like a Clear Channel, we signed the contracts,
Yeah.
giving them all our likenesses.
Yeah,
like,
it was our
said
fault.
They said it in there. They're like, here you go. We'll pay you this, but you got to give us your likeness. It's up to you.
100%.
And we signed it, just like Ursula.
And she's a saint. Ursula could have given her broken legs. She just said, "I'll give you legs." She could have given her rhino legs.
That
All she
is-
said is, "I'll
it
give
could've
you
been
legs."
fine print.
You would make a crazy psycho Ursula. So you make a deal with Ariel, and then in your version, you're Ursula, and you give her broken legs. That's unheard. You're a psycho, man.
She didn't even read the
didn't
contract.
read the
just signed
contract.
it.
And then what? You stand over her with these new broken legs, laughing, singing with
Singing
your
with your
beautiful
beautiful voice.
singing
Yeah.
with your
Didn't read
beautiful
the
voice.
fine print.
Man,
Your legs
that's
suck.
a dark ass Disney movie. I'd watch it.
Suck.
I would watch that. But Ursula, back to it. I don't know why, but I've always found her to be. I mean, that's one for the bigger ladies. I have always found Ursula to be super hot.
Oh, yeah.
I feel
Super
like
hot.
I've seen a few Ursulas at 2 a.m. downtown.
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
too. I've been with a few. Back in the day when your dad used to play at T's and Q's, they called me the Ursula. They called me the Ursula Slayer. Actually, you know what they called me? David. And it was just me and my slingshot against all these Goliaths, and I'd bring them all down.
That's a religious connotation.
Yeah, I'd bring them all down. Then they stole my monster dog tag.
Ink my face.
All right.
Well, you cursed, Joey. God
No, I
damn.
said. Well, no, I didn't.
Oh, I thought you said the S word.
No,
Sorry.
never.
We'll move on.
Yeah,
Moving
we're having too much fun. Sorry.
So, did anybody figure out, and did they shut down the loophole of renting the, the campsite and getting 10 free passes to the water park?
No.
Okay, still
Yeah,
going
it's
on.
still there.
But
But I think they don't care. I
we-
think right now business is so dead. They're like, whatever.
We did get an update.
So hot.
It is being changed though to 8. They're taking away 2.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Is it 8 or 6?
Or 6. It might be
It's-
6.
yeah,
Yeah,
they're-
it's being changed.
it's being changed.
There
They're
is an
lessening the
update.
number.
Get it before it changes.
Yeah.
It's 10 right now.
They're
Why don't
selling
you-
like hotcakes.
You might want to explain it again though, just in case,
Oh,
because we're
There's a
kinda
loophole
screaming and
where
Having fun.
if you book a Fort Wilderness campsite, like just the pad or whatever, it comes with 10 free passes to a water park. Because those campsites have up to 10 guests, whatever. So you don't even have to go there, but the day of your booking, that it'll put the 10 free passes into your like Disney wallet or whatever the hell the app. And then you could, basically go to the water park and get 10 people in. And, that's the savings, like, what? How much is a ticket to
We figure
Typhoon?
if it's going to be around like $69, 10 people, that's $700 to get the room. It's $130, so you're saving $600.
Yeah. And so
and it's real savings too. And
Yeah.
but
It worked.
we did have some listeners that did it after you. And they were, I think maybe they were questioning if it had to do with a discrepancy in what they were booking at Fort Wilderness, but it's not going to be 10 anymore. It was going to end up being 6.
Yes.
Okay, so
But
just
it
check
still
before.
works. It still works.
Still savings.
Yeah.
And then honestly, if you wanted to just book another one, and get 12.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's exactly
Yeah,
right.
well, then you're cutting your the edge
You
out.
are, but like depending on how many people you have,
it's
you
only
might-
15% better at
Yeah,
that
you
point.
might have to do it.
And Disney moves slow sometimes, so it may still be 10, and they may be changing that to 7 down the line. So just check online first. But there's very rare.
No, it's 8. It's 8.
It
is
I
eight.
found
Nice.
the email. I found the email. This is from our buddy John. He's a great listener. Always like updates us on stuff. He said, Fort Wilderness site capacity is changing from 10 to 8 starting next year, so January 1.
Okay, yeah, you have time.
You have time.
Yeah, get that 10 in because
Yeah.
I'm sure they
There you
know.
go.
Like, there's nothing they don't know. It's just like Joey said. They at this point in time, which is weird because it's the hottest part of the year. So you think the water parks would be packed? They're
not.
But it's even
Why
too
is
hot
that?
for water parks.
Is it just? Yeah, I mean, but I mean, like
That's
honestly,
weird. It's water.
It's if you go to a water park, I don't care if it's a Disney water park, a Vegas water park, I don't care how cool the area is. Walmart at 2 a.m. is still Walmart at 2 a.m. That is what a water park is. Water park is Walmart at 2 in the morning. You can't unsee the things you see at a water park.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean. It's not for everybody.
It is not for everybody.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, like now, but you would choose the water park over theme park all day long. 'Cause at least you put your feet in there and get a beer.
And you see the high side thongers.
Yeah.
And let's finish with that. There are no full back bathing suits anymore. Even old grannies are wearing thongers.
Yep.
Everybody has their ass out.
Do you
I
think
feel so embarrassed at the beach.
like
With your ass out?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
there's no way to get to the top of the water slide without climbing some steps, as my pop-up used to say. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So it eliminates a certain amount of people from even going there because they can't do anything because they don't want to climb the steps, right?
A lot of the bigger people can't go on the water park rides. That is true.
Yeah. So they're not going to pay for it, and it's like if you want to go to an
Wait a minute.
uncrowded place in nature, go to the hardest place to get to.
But I would
It'll be less crowded.
But we
Path
need
least
an
traveled.
escalator.
Huh?
We need an escalator. So
They're
I can
gonna
watch.
build one.
So I can watch these people go down these slides. 'Cause I think that'd be
Conserve
kind of
their
fun.
momentum.
Yeah.
Shoot them back up when they go down.
Oh, I like that.
God, I will say I
like
was.
that.
We were at Typhoon Lagoon and we were riding the family ride, and so there's a ride that basically is like a big open float that you sit in
Yeah.
that fits 5 people.
It's a tube where you sit Indian style and try to look at every other wife's camel toe. Everybody does it. Don't act crazy.
Yeah.
You sit in
Yeah.
there, and if you're with other wives, you look at the camel toe.
I was with another wife that day. I looked right at her
You gotta-
camel.
you gotta look right at it.
Because
And if
there's
you're-
no way to hide it
and
when
if
you're
re-
sitting
no.
Indian style.
And if you're really dangerous like me, you go, "Morning, lady," and you just tip your hat.
And I could use the word
Madame.
Indian style if I mean Indians from India.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
But
Yes.
I thought they weren't
just-
from India. I thought that was American.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying
he's
I mean
applesauce
Indians
style.
from India.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
His intent is his own.
Because they, I think, like to sit like that too, right?
Well, in
They
my
can
mind.
sit however they want.
Well, just the character I'm creating in my mind is an Indian man who likes to sit Indian style.
But is they
Look
the
at
right
camel
pronouns?
toes.
So anyway, I'm riding the conveyor belt up, right? And it's a scorcher, right? So I'm sitting there, and then my wife's behind me, and she's with some of our friends, and I'm with some of our friends and the kids, and then they stop the conveyor belt in the middle, right? And they're like, "Ma'am," they're like, "Please hold the handles. You must hold handles at the whole time."
What's your wife taking a TikTok?
No, she's just not, because we're sitting again Indian style on the conveyor belt waiting to go down the
they
slide.
make you hold the sides. Yeah,
And then if you're not holding
I
the
got
sides,
yelled at for that, too.
yeah, they stop the ride.
Yeah.
And then there's some sort of safety mechanism that holds the it can't be restarted for like 3 minutes or something, right?
yeah, we got to bake these people. Bake them good.
So then I'm sitting there, I'm like,
Hand
yeah,
crank.
and there's no way to get out of it. I'm in the middle of a conveyor belt, and we're all holding the sides, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my god! And then I'm like, don't.
You're in a human factory at that point, just being
Yeah.
just being canned.
And I'm like, there has to be a better way. And then we found like they may have stopped the ride to get someone out.
Diarrhea.
They may have been handicapped or something at the bottom. And I'm like, there has to be a
Oh my
better
God,
solution.
they got handicapped at the bottom.
That's the worst time to do it. You may have ride the whole thing.
Where they have to stop the whole thing.
This man's paralyzed.
Which is it's fine with me. I'm okay with it. It's no big deal. It's just baking in the sun. So hot.
I hate it when they, you know what, I hate it. It's not to make fun of what you do, Joey, but I don't like it when they try to make it whimsical, where like you're on a ride,
Dude.
like I'm in the Haunted Mansion, and it stops because I know you got a handicapped person back there, and I know you got to get them on and off, and I understand that's the beauty of those rides is everybody can ride it and everybody can enjoy the magic. But then the ghost comes on and he's like, he'll do like this.
Excuse me, the ride has suddenly been stopped because a morbidly obese person needs their porter scooter.
Looks like we have a new ghost joining us.
This is one of the largest ghosts I've ever seen.
And then when he does turn into a ghost, which will be soon, he is a big ghost, which is unfair.
The corpulent corpse.
Why?
There's always room for 100 pounds more.
I'd be mad if I ended up being a fat ghost at the afterlife.
Well,
I'd
I'm
be like,
going to end up being a little ghost. How do you think I feel? I don't get to choose being a big ghost. You know why I know I don't
think you get to choose.
No, I do not. You know why I know? Because none of you guys have let me ever forget. In 48 years of living, no one's ever let me forget. You think I could go 1 year without being called short? Never. It'll never happen. I'm guaranteed a tiny ghost.
And we know from Coco, you just become a version
really
of yourself.
little. And I think I'm going to be really little because there's
You're going to be smaller.
You know why? Because there's like comedy in the afterlife. There's a series of like irony and like there's some funniness there, right? And they're gonna shrink me down, maybe like Tom and Jerry size.
Maybe you'll be giant. Maybe they'll flip it on its head.
No, tiny little mouse.
You
can barely see me.
Yeah, you are what you are in the afterlife. You're a big fat ant. Like, how are you a fat skeleton? It doesn't make any sense. But somehow you are.
But you're gonna be the worst one. You're gonna be dumb. That's real bad. He's bumping into everything. He's trapped in the garage.
Drop my brain.
I can't get out of the grandfather clock again.
How do I even have the same personality? I don't even have my brain. Can't you pick a personality? Anyway, sorry, Joe.
No. I was going to say, while we're on this subject, the only thing worse than the pre-recorded, like, your doom buggy has stopped, is when you get this underpaid college a-hole who thinks he's practicing his Type 5 for the Comedy Central. And he's on his like, hey, so there's a rhino in the road. I hope he doesn't gallop in the I'm like, dude, shut up.
They mess it up.
Oh, and I just gotta lose my mind.
Well, they have to do, they're taking some improv classes. They're like, I'll practice at work. I'll be a character.
Also, people aren't quiet enough when the ride stops. That's another thing I've noticed is that like when the doom buggy stops, it used to be like everybody would kind of freeze in fear and be quiet. Now you get like a lot of like people just they can't sit still.
Get me out!
So they have to start like yelling obscenities or like
It's
You don't
weird.
have 5G in here.
they're yelling like pee pee poo poo. They're just screaming like skibbity toilet. They're like,
It's weird. Just pull your phone out and look at it. Like we have the ability. Like in the 90s, we had nothing.
Entertain yourself.
We just had to look at the animatronic pirate do the same thing over and over. That's all we had.
and then you know what you were and then no phone. You just sit there and you'd be like, look at the way that vinyl buckles when his arm moves. You know, that's all you think about. That would be it.
So, last but not least, is there anything new on the horizon with any of the parks? Has Disney seen Epic and said, all right, we're going to announce something?
You'll see.
Like we have to compete because it does seem like Universal is
winning the race right now. Well, there's the new park that's opening in Abu Dhabi. Disney's. I really think that Disney's kind of taken they're like, look, it is what it is right now. Abu Disney. But the problem that they're having is they said out there the characters are they're not supposed to show skin. But how they got around it in the DC park is Harley Quinn is only wearing a tiny little top and a little thonger, but a peach-colored suit. So it's like she still looks naked. Is that really a workaround?
Yeah, well, I mean, you can't see the blemishes.
No, we're not talking about like looking at the old family ride camel toe.
So it's like
Should have talked about that.
But, and they're
Should
putting
not
it,
have talked about that.
And they're putting it in a dome. So the greenhouse effect is a thing. Like they know that their AC bill is going to be like $3 billion.
They're putting it in an AC dome.
Yeah, no,
that's cool.
They don't care.
In the desert.
Yes.
That's cool.
It's cool. It's oil money cool, but it's. I mean, come on.
I hope they do the move.
How high is it?
I guess high. 200 feet is aviation law. So.
I really hope they do
Can
the move.
they fly in there like a small like
drones.
aircraft?
Yeah,
like
like
drones.
drones.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, that would be cool. I like it when, and they do this at duty free in Mexico, like blast in the air, leave there's no doors. We just, we let the AC, we hate the earth so much that we're blasting it and we're keeping this rum cold for you. We are just burning AC right out. I hope they have big doors and the AC's just pouring into the world.
Building a theme park in a dome in the desert is awesome. Like unlimited money.
That's like a weird horror movie.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's like Jurassic Park.
It's like Biodome.
It's very, it's very Biodome, Jurassic Parky kind of a thing.
What's Pauly Shore up to?
Is the dome I guess the domes like? Can you see through it, or is it totally covered?
It's all hypothetical. They just bought the land, so they haven't even stuck a shovel in the ground.
There's
yet.
no way you can see through it because everything that you can start to see through gets that haze over it like a skylight.
It'd be awesome if they made it like the inside inside of the dome in
Vegas,
where it's all LED screen, so they change the world. Like,
Well,
think
which
how
side
awesome
are
that
you
would be.
on? Do you want your sons addicted to everything? It'd be awesome if there's a whole dome and we have 15 seconds of
Unlimited oil money. They have
Wants him to
unlimited.
experience the world with them.
Yeah, now what side of technology you are? You are such an enigma.
Yeah,
man.
but I want to see them build. Is it like we're at the end of it? We're at the end of oil. I want to see them do something spectacular with their last bit of oil money.
Yeah,
like,
They file for bankruptcy.
the world is changing. Well, soon we
the
will.
end of oil.
Like,
I think they got a little bit of runway. Yeah.
build some spectacular, crazy LED dome that blows up. Like, I'll travel for that to some crazy slave country.
Now wait. Now let me tell you.
Huh?
What, I mean, what if they? You know, if they were smart, what they would do is take the idea that you had and take the biggest property in the world right now that people are addicted to and build the Roblox dome.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean,
And
that'd
then
be,
kids can go there and you're inside Roblox.
Yeah, I
You
wanna
just
see
build, yeah.
I need to see the future. Like,
Yes.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been waiting my whole life to see the future. And
I kind of
wanna
want
see
to
it.
go, like, just to pull it back a couple of notches. I kind of do want to go see the Vegas Dome.
Dude,
see a
oh, yeah.
concert there.
Dude,
it looks
it's-
amazing.
It's so good.
All the videos.
You've been. Oh, you've been twice.
Yeah, it's so
Can
good.
you talk
Oh,
about
that's
it?
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Eagles.
What'd you think of the Eagles?
Dude, you're. It looks like you're driving in a car as they play Hotel California. It is the sickest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Does it mess with your
Perception?
equilibrium? or-
I wish alcohol wasn't my only vice because I feel like I could be on something that would make that so much cooler.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
videos
yeah.
on TikTok where people take shrooms and go in there, and then they blows their shroom mind. And, like just the video looks insane. I can't even really understand because I've never seen anything like it. So I'm like, what the hell? It looks fake. It doesn't even. It looks like someone layered some CGI.
Would
on
you
there.
cry? I wouldn't cry.
No, no.
Bert Kreischer cried. I wouldn't cry.
But that is like the future. You know, it's like, wow, I've never seen anything like that.
And it's double-sided. So you'll be in the stratosphere on the 120th floor eating, and you can look out the window, and you'll see the dome like a giant smiley face. And then you go inside of it, and it's like the Backstreet Boys are in there performing on concert, and it looks
Yeah,
like
it's crazy. Casey.
God damn, this technology, man. I'll tell you what. All right. Well, tell us what you're playing, okay?
You want some good old-fashioned acoustic music?
Was an acoustic guitar.
Well, if you ever want to calm your eyeballs down from them 15-second bursts and get you some good old music in your ears.
You my brown-eyed girl.
Where are you at again?
I am in Winter Haven on Friday at Old Man Frank, 7 to 11. Then I'm at Lake Wales Saturday, Cherry Pocket, 6 to 10. Tuesday, I'm in Dr. Phillips at the Whiskey, 9 to 12. Come in and see me.
Love it.
And Joey, how can people contact you if they want a private tour of any of the parks?
Thank you. Just at the Joey Mazzant on all social media platforms. Hop on my YouTube channel. You can see me acting a fool in the parks and having a good time.
Yeah, I mean, Joey will take you and your family around, and he knows all the tricks to make it easy for you. So if you know, I mean, it's just as good as any tour you'd buy with the theme parks.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
Except for they get you in,
I got stories. We'll talk off.
Yeah. You might have the connection. You never know. You never know.
You just got to pretend you know. All right. We will see you tomorrow.